The Guardians of the National Cemetery is a support group for the cemetery and a support group for the Washington Crossing Honor Guard.
The Guardians is kind of an umbrella organization. Now, you don't have to be a veteran to be a member of the Guardians. To be an honor guard, you have to be a veteran, have had to have been a veteran, and you had to go through the 30 and a half hours of training.
The honor guard at Washington Crossing, not only is it unique as there are only 2 full-time dedicated honor guards in the country, but the Guardians are made up of a group of not only every single veteran, but people that come from different walks of life.
Most national cemeteries, and there are 156 last count, most national cemeteries use the local VFWs, American Legions. Very, very few of them do what we do. Usually the flag is something is always presented, but the fact that we're there every day with a 5- and 7-man firing party is very, very, very unique.
So the honor guard contribute a lot that is not normally included with an interment. Generally, only people entitled to full honors are retirees and KIAs. The Guardians provide rifle fire and tats for every burial since 2010 that when families requested. That is unique service.
The concept is unique. Who we are as the Guardians of the National Cemetery is a unique position. Like I said, there's only 2 other national cemeteries out of 156 that do that. October of 2009 is when we started training to prepare ourselves. And like I said, at that point in time, I know we had 9 individuals.
We were a group of guys who became, and as I said earlier, we became a family. Okay, the 9 people became a family. We were all together. Eventually, broke it out. We decided when we had more members, we'd had teams for Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we got a lot of guys.
And then we grew to 13, and that 13 has been established as the original honor guard family. And I like that word, family.
I developed a firing party leader for each day of the week and a team for each day of the week, where initially we had at least 3, but a minimum of 5 members in each firing party, and ultimately 7 members, which was the complete requirement according to military regulations. On the day the cemetery opened, we did 7 military honors simultaneously. The first week, I think we did an average of 9 military honors every day, Monday through Friday. And we did it with 9 of the original members beginning in January. Through the course of the next 5 years, we had, at the time I stepped down as Honor Guard Commander, we had buried 4,500 veterans in the National Cemetery. In addition, we had borrowed weapons from local Marine Corps League detachment to use in conducting the ceremonies.
I remember the first time we ever handled the M1 Garands. We were standing in the driveway out in the parking lot, and Gunny told us, okay, we're ready, aim, fire. Well, ready, aim, fire happened. My weapon shot halfway across the parking lot. Nobody bothered to call the New Hope police to tell them that we were doing this. So the next thing you know, they were down there checking things out. Where's all this gunfire coming from?
15 years ago, they established the Honor Guard because the gentleman that started that, and Gunny was one of the main persons who started the Honor Guard, they felt that we should be given full honors to all military. So that's how it started. So from there, within the 15 years come next year, on the 20th of January was the first Honor Guards first mission that we did for the military. And ever since then, we haven't missed a day except for when we weren't allowed to be here during COVID. So the honor of being with these gentlemen that started this way back when, and then for me to keep that going as now the commander, is an honor for me to do that.
Late February, early March of the same year the cemetery opened up, We had an indigent Air Force veteran brought up from Philadelphia by one of the local funeral parlors down there, and the young man who was driving the vehicle brought the hearse in with a plywood box with the remains of this veteran inside. There was no flag on that box, and I stopped him as he came into the cemetery, and I asked him what happened to the flag. His response was, well, he was an indigent vet and we didn't think he needed it. And I said, no veteran comes in this cemetery without a flag on his remains. I went into the front office. Dave Kamitsky got me a flag. He and I draped it over the young man's coffin, and we continued on with his memorial service. And he said, well, he doesn't have a family. I said, he does, and we're here, and we're his family.
Guardians provide much more than just military honors. Yes, they may fold the flag, they may do rifle and taps, but the Guardians also do community service and beautification at the cemetery. They sponsor programs, sponsor events. They dedicate beautiful monuments that not only honor Gold Star families, but honor George Washington, the founder of this nation. So the Guardians are more so of not just a support committee, a family of veterans, a support group, but they mean so much more to this community in general.
Commitment, dedication. I think I believe these guys are all leaders in their own right, although many of them I would not believe would say that.
From the initial 13 members, I think there's only 5 of us left. The rest have passed away. And we attended their memorials as well. And we miss them.
We all know some of these people that we've lost, and we hope to see them again.
After Barry passed away, it took a toll on all of us. And some of the other guys from the initial group just said they can't handle it anymore. And I understand that, because I was very pleased with what we did from the very beginning. But I was very sad to see a lot of my comrades go.
We cannot continue as an organization. We cannot continue doing what we do without recruiting future representatives or future honor guards.
If someone's looking to join something that's meaningful, that they can point to at least one day a week, and then sometimes the events that go on the outside, and this is one of the spots they can stop at.
Well, we'd like to get more people involved, more younger people involved.
We have to try to promote the honor guard to continue to get men and women to participate.
It was continuing the program. How are we going to continue? I mean, obviously we've continued it for 15 years now, but how long can we continue to do that?
If you never thought about the Guardians, support them. They are an excellent veteran group. A lot of people are looking for good causes to support. I don't think there's a more honorable cause than supporting what the Guardians of the National Cemetery do.
I'm thankful for all of the honor guard, and your time and efforts don't go unnoticed.
Thank you, Honor Guard, for performing these services, and in particular, the day my brother was buried in these sacred grounds.
Just your dedication, the courage, the strength, it's just thank you, thank you.
I think those men are in a different league of their own.
So 2 missions: give that veteran all the honors he deserves and thanking him for his service, and 2, the continuation of the honor guard representation at Washington Crossing National Cemetery forever and ever and ever.
On behalf of the President of the United States Armed Forces, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honorable and faithful service.
Thank you. Thank you.